If we do not stand up, we are going to end up in a situation, especially when we keep talking about our constitutional rights being eroded left and right. And this does not end, but it's going to keep getting worse. So over with our friends in the UK, this is what happens when you don't defend your constitutional rights here in the United States.
We take some details from you. Obviously, it's going to look at this incident.
So you telling me what's been said? What did the text message say?
So we've been informed by a member of public on that train.
Right.
Described yourself and said that you allegedly made reference to the Holocaust. So obviously it's made him feel uncomfortable.
Okay, so for people who don't know what we're watching a woman being spoken to by the police after getting off of a train, where apparently she was overheard saying something about the Holocaust that made another passenger uncomfortable. So now she's off the train and the police are speaking to her because apparently her statement made someone uncomfortable.
Made what reference have you? Is there what's specific about what I've said? I made reference to the Holocaust. So on the train, someone has said that I've made an offensive comment that's made reference to the Holocaust.
Denying the Holocaust is what the allegation.
Denying the Holocaust. Okay.
Obviously, we're going to be looking at this matter.
Yeah.
As I arrived at my train station, I was met by the British Transport Police off the train. And I could see they were looking at me up and down as if they were trying to identify me. As you know, I've had interactions with the police and I'm aware of, I know the police. And they told me that they had received a text message from a passenger on the train. And I am being investigated now for alleged racially aggravated public order offense.
This is right out of 1984.
What is that?
This is right out of 1984.
What the fuck is a racially aggravated? What race? What race?
Why don't you just say
racially aggravated public order offense? What the?
Why don't you just say you're a protected class? I mean, that's what the Zio scum have been going around doing anyway. We're a protected class.
You know what's funny? Elkhoods is saying, what if she denied it? You know, yeah, I thought that too. But here's the other thing. I thought, what if she just said, yeah, I said it. I believe it. I don't believe in the Holocaust. All right, let's go. Onward. Tutu. Okay. Like, just own it.
I mean, it's a thought crime.
Or whatever it is that she said. She probably didn't say, I don't believe I don't think that's what, but whatever it is she said, I think she should just say, yes, I said it, because that's what I believe.
But could you just imagine?
Go to trial with that.
And this was a man that did this.
Of course.
Not a man that has actually a set of testicles, but, you know, a man apparently, you know, according to, I guess, his facial recognition, saying, and I quote, I don't feel safe. Arrest that woman. Not because she's saying
she was uncomfortable. They said uncomfortable.
I'm uncomfortable. Yeah.
She made him uncomfortable. Good. I live to make people uncomfortable.
That's for sure.
Specifically, I'm being accused of Holocaust denial. I do not believe in coincidences. I do not think that this is random. I am not ashamed about my anti-Zionist beliefs. I am more than entitled to hold beliefs about a political ideology, and I'm more than entitled to express those beliefs and opinions. In fact, they're actually protected philosophical belief under the Equality Act 2010. I can criticize a nationalist political ideology. I can hold opinions and express those opinions,
yes.
But I'm also very aware of people being persecuted for saying certain things. So I'm being accused of being anti-Semitic and being a Holocaust denier specifically. That was repeated to me several times.
And both of those things are okay. If you want to hate, if you want to be an anti-Semite or a Jew hater and you want to not believe in the Holocaust, that's your right to do so. It's your right to think those things. It's your right to talk about those things. So that's what's so frustrating is, let's say I stipulate that everything they're saying about her is true, that she's a horrible anti-Semite. She's allowed to be. Is there a law against being anti-Semitic that I'm not aware of somewhere? I don't know of such a rule.
Yeah, it's called anti-BDS laws in this country. That's what they're trying to do. That's
Well, right,
that's
but you
Joseph's
can't.
life's work.
I'm so frustrated. Nobody should have to defend what they're saying, regardless. If what she was saying, it's not. I would just tell a guy, put in some earbuds, man. Go put in some earbuds. If you're on
So
public transit, wear earbuds. You know.
So when they say that the UK is under Zionist control, this is why.
Take the marches that happen regularly across Britain. Of course, we protect freedom of speech and peaceful protest in this country. If you stand alongside people who say globalize the intifada, you are calling for terrorism.
The fact that he still says that now, 2.5, almost 3, like 3 years into a genocide where we know damn well what intifada means. We know damn well what it means here. Sort of like fucking Timu Keith Olbermann. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Why don't you remove one of those Union Jack flags and replace it with the Star of David flag? You might as well. Because you're as occupied as we are. If not worse.
Unbelievable.
It's dangerous. Timu Olbermann. That's good.
Against Jews. And people who use that phrase should be prosecuted.
Who use the phrase should be prosecuted? Globalize the intifada and the enchilada.
Globalize the Antifada and the enchilada and get fucked, kid starver. That's a great nickname.
Seriously. Fucking.
They should be the prime minister. Let me tell you something.
You should be prosecuted for saying that, you fucking fascist.
Churchill and Thatcher are turning over in their grave right now. You could say a lot of things about them, but they wouldn't be party to this shit. This is fucking Reagan stood up to the Zionists. We are not having this in Beirut. It is definitely not happening. Why is it that he was able to do that? Probably because Reagan was pretty much a Boy Scout and he didn't get himself involved in, you know, different types of sexual escapades like the Donald and Bill and, you know, maybe a few others mixed in. But Starmer, who in the hell is he trying to impress here?
I don't know. He's, well, it's like everyone else. He's compromised. So it's financial, it's blackmail, it's who the fuck knows. He's probably into some weird shit. This looks like a guy who's into some weird shit.
Oh yeah, he probably likes to get pegged. I mean, something like that.
No, that's not even weird shit. That's just, no. I'm just saying.
This
is a man with secrets.
Yeah. How dare you accuse me? I only did that a few times. All right, maybe 20 times, but still. That doesn't make me any different, does it?
Ugh.
It is racism, extreme racism.
What group?
And it has left a minority community in this country scared, intimidated, wondering if they belong.
Exactly, Pirate Justin. We're not kink shaming here. I'm just saying whatever it is, he's compromised. And look, you guys know if it's consenting adults, have that. Yeah, I am all for all this stuff. Have all your kinky shit. Let your freak flag fly, man. But the problem is I think he's compromised.
Yeah, there's something very weird here. And the way that he pauses and expresses himself about they don't feel safe. Is that so? Is that so? Well, to our friends across the pond, we completely sympathize with you. And I hope that there is an exceptional amount of pushback, fight back, because in the end, it's revolution or it's nothing. You have to decide. The only way the Zio state falls is through revolution. They're showing us across the globe that we cannot end this unless that's what happens. It will not happen. They are pissing and spitting in the face of the
His
entire
wife
world.
is Jewish or is she Israeli? Just curious. I don't know
Uh,
anything about, I don't really know anything about Keir Starmer other than who he is.
I'll take a quick gander at
I
that.
don't know any of his personal shit.
Victoria Starmer.
Jewish. Okay. She's Jewish. Okay. No,
But-
he's just compromised. He comes off as compromised. He also comes off as someone who's very afraid of something.
Mhm.
He comes off as somebody who's under someone's boot. Now, whose boot that is, I don't know.
Ashkenazi Jewish is his wife.
Okay.
So yeah.
Well, whatever it is, you think he likes young dudes? Well, whatever, man. It's as long as
doesn't-
they're of consenting age. How young is young? If you're talking young, that's a problem. But like, he likes rent boys, closet gay. The closet gay thing is a problem for me. It always has been. It's one of the reasons I never liked Charlie Crist. I have this thing about people that if you're not living your truth or you appear to not be living your truth or you appear not comfortable in your own skin and whatever, I don't want someone like that in charge of shit. So that's that.
That's
Oh, okay.
That's
So
it.
there it is. All
There
right.
it is.
All right.
That's what matters. They replaced Corbyn and they got Starmer. They got a yes man, and that's the way it is.